heard that scientists have been working on 3D printing human organs, and there's a lot of medical research put into that.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the future will hold for 3D printing?
You mean in terms of tissue, human organ, that thing? Yeah, that's a long way to go, in my opinion. I don't think it would be something for real in the next 10 years or 5 years, but you never know, obviously. But it's a big challenge for that. But you heard of people printing, meat, right, food?
Yeah.
Those are doable. But for some living organs, I'm not an expert in biology or anything related to medical, but I don't think it's something that I can foresee gonna happen very soon. But the technology by itself is making a big difference right now, even for some other areas. Okay.
So I was just reading through your profile on the university, and I noticed that it said your current research involves rapid prototyping and surface repair.
Yes.
So
yes.
Can you please explain that?
Well, those are something related to remanufacturing, sustainable manufacturing. Basically, the idea, that's something I've been working on for 10-some years. The idea is to reuse products or components at product level or component level, so you don't waste energy, you don't waste material. But when you remanufacture components or products, you always have to redo the surface, right? When you have tolerance requirement from them. Tolerance, you understand this term? Tolerance is something that you have to make sure that part, when they assemble together, they fit in a specific range of dimensions, something like that. So if you do not meet the specification, then you have to add material, right? Usually when it's not working, the material gonna underwear, or they're gonna disappear, right? So you have to add material. So again, it's an additive manufacturing approach for surface processing. So similar technology, but for different applications, right? It's a very important field in the meantime, okay, in terms of environmental protection, okay?
So can you just basically describe what you do on a day-to-day basis here?
Here in the university?
Yes.
Well, as a professor, you have 3 categories of work. Your time gonna split into 3 categories. One is teaching, right? For me, I most likely teach 3 class courses a semester, right?
Okay.
And then we have to spend time in the classroom, most likely 3 hours a week for each course, so that would be 9 hours of classroom. And then you also need to take care of the student during your office hour, meet with them if they have problems, right? And then grading, and also prepare the lectures, and lots of time is dedicated to the teaching. And then you have research, right? So that's something we just mentioned, like a 3D printing, the new technology, develop new technology, and also do experiment, try to understand some of the phenomena, some of the science behind the technology. Without science, you don't have technology, right? So that's another part, right? The third part is service, like I'm talking to you right now. That's a part of my service. I also serve on some committees, right? I talk to high school students, right? So those are 3 different type of work I do every day. Okay?
What type of softwares do you use?
Software?
Yes.
You mean
3D printing.
3D printing? Okay.
Yes.
To make the designing
prototype.
You can, for the 3D modeling, you can use any software you want, like Pro Engineering, like AutoCAD, like SolidWorks. There's lots of them. But those software they are developed for 3D modeling. It's not developed for 3D printing, right? So right now there's lots of researchers and development going on to develop software that is dedicated, that is friendly, useful for 3D printing.
Right. So,
But for the 3D model you created within the software, then you have to convert it to another format that you can upload to the machine to print the parts. And that is standard, format. It's called STL. Okay.
I read about that. I
You-
read a little bit about that.
Do you know that, or you don't know that? You know the.
No, I just
Okay.
read about
Okay.
that.
Yeah, then you upload to the machine, and the machine will, cut into layers, so it will only load 2D data to the machine, and then process it, and then another time it will load another 2D pattern to the machine and print another layer, something like that. Okay. So you have to use two types of software. The first one is what? The first one is the 3D modeling software,
Yeah.
which is, in my opinion, not very good for 3D printing. But that's what we have right now. And the second type of software is to convert the 3D model to a format that the machine can accept. Right? Okay. Any other questions?
So, what skills and courses did you have to take and to use in
3D.
a day-to-day basis?
Oh, you mean for me or for you?
No, for you.
For me, well,
kind of skills that you
you
have.
have to first, take an engineering degree, right, as a bachelor, and then you also need to go to a graduate program. And for me, I have a Bachelor of Science degree in automobile engineering, and then I got a manufacturing engineering, master degree. And then I came to Texas Tech. I went to Texas Tech to study my doctoral, program, and that's we call it PhD, Doctor of Philosophy in Industrial Engineering. All right, so you need a PhD to be a professor. All right, and then you some of them they also need to practice as a postdoc. They have some that kind of experiences, so they know how to conduct some science projects. Okay, so it's a long way, but it's very fun.